This is Susan from Wild Cottage in the west of Ireland in the hills of County Clare. I made this little video clip and I've decided to put it as standalone, so of course I don't have an introduction, so I'm popping in to give it now. This is my knitting podcast. There's oftentimes some spinning or crochet as well. And this one here, I'm going to talk about some of my Halloween yarns, some patterns that I might use for them, and I'll show you my very squishy, very autumn inspired work in progress. I hope you enjoy, and I hope we get to catch up again soon. Thanks for watching, friends. Thought I'd do a quick little look at, I've been going through my stash when I was getting my minis out a while ago, and I grabbed all the yarns that are like Halloween yarns, and I put them together, and I'll show you a little look. This is my selection of Halloweeny type yarns that I've gotten over the past couple years. And this one here is from Giddy Aunt Yarns. So these are Irish dyers, and those I got in the US from a thrift shop. This is the autumn colorway on the merino twist sock. It's a 50 gram, so it's 212 meters. I'm definitely going to make a lovely pair of socks with this, and I think I'm going to pair with this, which is this, I'm not sure what it is, but it came from the US. It definitely feels and looks like a sock yarn, but I might not put that in the actual heel just to be certain, because this is a higher twist, so that'll be better anyway. And Alex of My Yarny Corner here on YouTube, she's over in England, and she also dyes yarn. Her and her partner Danny have a little yarn dyeing business, and they are running a make-along called, I think it's called the Spooky Feet Mal, M-A-L, for anything that you're, knitting or crocheting for your feet that is spooky, season themed. So definitely these pumpkin colored colorways, I think I'll do that. My other thrifted yarn that I got was this here from someone that's no longer dyeing, because I had some comments saying, oh, that's so cool, you got that, they don't dye anymore, and they had lovely yarns. Evil Little Goat. And this colorway is shattered, so like the shattered pumpkin, I think that's, and it's 100% superwash merino and a fingering weight, so it's 438 yards. So that won't go for socks, but I could get something like a ranunculus out of it. Who knows? So ideas are welcome. Then other Irish dyers, Dye Candy, Hutch up in Northern Ireland. Last year she did a Halloween theme box, and you could choose either the trick theme or the treat theme, and there was inspiration pictures, and it came with 3 skeins, or I ordered the one with 3 skeins, and one of the skeins was a very rich sort of dark blue black called Elvira. I have that somewhere else because there's something planned for that. And this is the trick colorway, and it's the 75-25 superwash merino and nylon on the super sock, and I can see that has a nice twist on it too, 425 meters, but that's enough to give me a jumper, because I don't knit them very long, and probably 3/4 lengths or so, and not, maybe even longer, not certain. So yeah, interested, maybe ideas for that. Then in Cork, Fine Leaf Fibers here in Ireland, it was some she had for autumn last year, and this year I'm getting her Samhain box, so I'm so excited about that. That's Halloween. But last year I got some of her big skeins. I got the Fire Pit. Love that. I feel like, did I not knit something up with that last year as well? Did I get 2 skeins and knit something up already? But this is her 80% superwash Blueface Leicester and 20% nylon, and it's a higher twist, and so it's 365 meters for the fingering weight, 100 grams. I really like this yarn. I've gotten it from her a lot, that blend. And then this is it again in the pumpkin patch colorway, and they're really soft. I love the little bit higher twist, and I love the BFL because it's still soft, but it's just that bit sturdier. And then I got in a DK her Chanterelle season. So this is a 85 superwash merino, 25 Donegal Neps, and it's 212 meters in the 100 grams. It's really, really squishy and soft. Lovely blue neps in it. So that that I have not yet decided what I might make out of that. Just like maybe a plain cowl, because the color, does all the work. That would be really soft and squishy around the neck, or some type of like mini shawlette or scarfy. I don't know if I'm really a small scarf wearer though. So anyway, yeah. So have you got any Halloween autumn specific yarns? Are you getting like a countdown calendar? I know they're getting more and more popular for Halloween. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I'm really super curious. And if you knit anything with Halloweeny yarns too, please do tag me over on Instagram, because I'd love to see. I love the autumn. I love it. So yeah, hooray! September is coming. Oh well, I'm here. I might as well show you what I'm working on that you have not seen yet. So this is a modified version of the Golden Hour shawl by Andrea Mowry. And I was watching Lena of Another Knitting Pod. I really love her podcast. Definitely go watch it. She is just, yeah, full of energy and thoughts, and she makes a lot of wonderful things. She enjoys the colors like I do, but she's also enjoying other colors like this. And I was watching her, a couple of her podcasts ago, and she showed this, and it was immediately, I was like, pause video, go look at the pattern, bought pattern, and yeah, because I was just really kind of getting ready for the autumnal knitting. So these are all farm yarns except for this one, which is one of the very first yarns I bought. It's an alpaca, commercial alpaca, and I don't know, I think the label is somewhere, but I don't know where. And it had started off to be a crochet project, 3-4 years ago. Never got anywhere, so I frogged it and I put it in here. And then actually, then there's some of the Clador, the Irish wool, in there, the white, but you can't. It's a slip stitch pattern, but the alpaca I think was more of an Aran weight. Anyways, it's in there, but you can't see it. So when I wash and block it, we'll see. So yeah, so this is all done with slip stitch. So the white is some of the Clador, hence it's all hand spun. And then this white here is the Galway breed, which is another traditional Irish breed, and that's mill spun up at Donegal Woolen Mills. The brown are farm yarns I got in Williamsburg, Virginia from, I think the name of the farm is Peace Hill. And they are mixtures of like Leicester long wool, which is a very traditional breed that the English colonists brought over to Williamsburg, in like the uh, not the 1600s probably. Well, maybe they did, but I think it was more towards the 1700s, but I'm not certain. And so it's a mix of that, and I think Angora or mohair, and I got 3 balls of that. And this one is a wee bit darker. It started off down here. It's noticeably softer, because it's just maybe a different sheep, maybe a different percentage of the mohair, because I can't remember which ones were mohair and which were Angora. But I also got this colorway, which again is their Leicester long wool and either a mohair or Angora. And it's got a lovely sort of mix. I was going to put it in here, but now I'm thinking maybe not. Doesn't seem to be kind of working out like that. But yeah, and so this is a mix of hand spun Clador and a bit of that farm yarn. Here we have some of the Clador hand spun, and then we dyed it with, I think this one is Meadow Sweet from my garden, dyed the wool raw, and it was spun raw. This was from when we did the Heritage Day up in the Connemara National Park, and now I'm starting the Galway again. And I make the bobbles just with the crochet hook, so it's like super duper easy. And then I think what I'll do, I'm not certain how long these yarns are going to last. So then there's another big section, which I will probably use this and run out. But I have some of Susanna's, my friend Susanna in County Kilkenny, her Svartbloss sheep yarn that spun there in County Kilkenny as well. So yeah, I love this. It's really just squishy and it's quite soft and just special with all the different farm yarns. So that is a modification of the golden hour shawl. See, like I messed up the color work here a bit and I just totally got confused, so I stopped. So I didn't get the full color work pattern up there. So that's different. I used the thinner yarn for a while there, and yeah, and I just kind of just done different things like unintentional modifications, and I didn't do any color work right there. I think that's different. But it's just basically very, very like that shawl. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying that. A little bit hard on the hands with the thicker yarns when I'm doing the knit two together and yarn over, but we just take breaks.